Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you one of the highly profitable trading strategy that is very simple, and you can use it to scale up your account and make consistent profit both in a bear and bull market. So watch till the end of the video to better understand the strategy. But before we start, please click the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Now let's get started. For this strategy, we are going to use only two indicators. The first indicator that we will be using is the half trend indicator. If you want to use the TradingView to read your chart, I will leave the link in the description below. Now, to add the indicator to our chart, click on this Indicators tab and type in half trend. Click on this first indicator by Everjet. Now that you have added the indicator to our chart, let's explain how the indicator works. So this indicator has three lines. The central line is the actual half trend indicator, and the upper and the lower lines are two ATR bands that are placed above and below the indicator. When the price closes above the upper band for a few candles, the central line will turn red and a small red arrow will appear at the upper band, which indicates that the price is about to start a downward movement or in a short-term downtrend. Similarly, when the price closes below the band for 2 to 3 candles, the central line will become blue and a small blue arrow will appear below the lower band, which is an early sign that the price is in an uptrend or in a short-term uptrend. But for this strategy, we are going to use only the central line, so we will remove the upper band and lower band. Now go to the setting and disable only the Show Channels option. Again, you are going to increase the amplitude value from 2 to 3 to avoid false signals. The indicator is now completely ready for our strategy. So, when the half trend is blue and it shows the blue dot, you will only be looking for buying opportunities, and when the half trend is red and shows the red dot, you will only be looking for selling opportunities. Now let's add the second indicator before we move to the strategy section. The second indicator that we will use in this strategy is the RSI indicator. Go to the Indicators tab and type in RSI, and click this Relative Strength Index. If you watched our video on the ultimate way to trade the RSI indicator, you will know that the RSI indicator shows the relative change in the price over the last 14 candles, because it has a default setting of 14 periods with values between 0 and 100, with 70 as the overbought region and 30 as the oversold region. But for this strategy, we are going to change the settings of the RSI. So here you are going to leave the RSI length to its default setting of 14 periods, then go to Style and disable these three options. Change this RSI upper and lower band to 50 and change these three dashed lines to a normal line. Change the color of the middle line to yellow and increase the thickness. Again, change the color of the RSI to white and increase the thickness as well. And finally, click OK. Now that our strategy setup is ready, the main idea of this strategy is that when the half trend turns blue and the blue arrow appears, you will wait for the RSI line to cross above the 50 line, or you will wait for it to cross above and retest the 50 line before you take a long trade. The same thing happens when the half trend turns red and the red arrow shows. You will wait for the RSI line to cross below the 50 line or cross below and retest the line before you take a short trade. For example, here is a buying setup and we are trading on the 50-minute time frame. You can see that the RSI line crossed above the 50 line and the half trend indicator turned blue as well, giving you an early signal of a bullish run. You could have entered long trade immediately after this candle closed because of this blue arrow that appeared here, but you had no confirmation of your trade entry. Then you wait for the price to pull back to the half trend and the RSI line to retest the 50 line, and then you will enter long at the close of this candle and set your stop loss at the previous low and extend your profit target according to your risk to reward ratio. Here is a selling setup. We are still trading on the 50-minute time frame. You can see that when the RSI line crossed below the 50 line, the half trend actual line turned red and the red arrow appeared, giving you an early signal that a downward movement is about to start. Then you will place a sell order at the close of this momentum candle and set your stop loss at the recent swing high and extend your profit target according to your risk to reward ratio. But I will keep my own at the risk to reward ratio of 2 to 7. Here is another example. We are trading on the 30 minutes time frame of the same asset. You can see that when the RSI line crossed below the 50 line, the half trend was still blue. Then when the half trend turned red, the red arrow appeared, which is a sign of downward movement, and you will place a buy order at the close of this candle and set your stop loss at the previous swing high and extend your profit target according to your risk to reward ratio. The price later reversed, and the RSI line consolidated at the 50 line, and the half trend turned blue, and the blue arrow appeared. When the RSI line crossed above the 50 line, you will enter a long trade at the close of this candle and set your stop loss at the low of this red candle, and extend your profit target to the risk to reward ratio of 1 to 5. Here is an example of the kind of trade you should avoid taking. Here the half trend turned blue and the blue arrow appeared, which is an early sign of a bullish run, but look at the RSI line. The RSI line was just consolidating at the 50 line as it was moving up and down frequently. And when the price reached this point, the RSI line crossed below the 50 line and the price started a downward movement, which would have affected your stop loss if you placed it back at the low of this candle. Let's take one more example. Here, as the price went up, making a new high, the half trend was still blue. But when it reached this point, the red arrow appeared, and the half trend turned red, but the price reversed and formed this double top, then you had it drawn in. The half trend is still red, showing you that the price could reverse. You could have placed a weak trend line like this, that when the price break below the trend line and the RSI line cross below the 50 line, you will take a trade entry short, which you got right at this point. So this is a combination of price action with the strategy. Using the RSI 50 line crossover as a signal to take trade entry like this will help you to prevent false signals from the overbought and oversold signals from the RSI indicator. Please click the like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.